Assalamu alaikum. Hello, welcome back to our channel. We are the Muslim Family Adventurers. If you're new to our channel, we would love it if you could subscribe below, and we'd really appreciate your support. So yeah, let's get started. Today's video is a personal development video. We are continuing our series that we started I'd say a few months ago now at this point, our formula to success. And I laid it out in the video previously, or couple videos previously, the formula to success, and that talked about my core values, which then leads to goals, which then leads to a vision, and your reality, which can go which fluctuates in between, because you are always fixing or modifying your reality based on your vision. As visions grow, as visions change, everybody is free to change their own visions and their own dreams as they wish. That is the gift of free will from God. So in our formula to success previous videos, we talked about the actual formula itself. Then we talked about what core values are. And now today's video is about goals and setting goals and making goals, and how you can set up actionable items that can fuel you towards your vision, which will be another video coming up. So this video specifically is about setting goals. I will link all of the previous videos below, the formula to success video below, and the core value video below, and you can listen to those before, and this one will make more sense once you understand where I'm coming from this regarding our formula, regarding what core values are, and now how to set goals and what that process looks like for us. And if you can, if this benefits you, that would be wonderful. That would be something you can learn from. But yes, we are, both me and my husband are very, very motivated people. Once we set goals for ourselves, for our family, we see it through thick and thin. Whatever happens, we see it through. And, our family can attest to this, that we aren't one to give up very easily on our goals. All right, so this video, setting goals to reach success. Again, I mentioned in my previous video that we are goal diggers, and so we love it. We love having yearly goals set up so that we can decide what our future year, or our, what it looks like, what our present will look like, what our future will look like, and just plan it out. And again, the most important thing about setting goals is you have to be flexible. You have to understand that things don't always go your way, but you keep your vision so centered that even if you go off track a little bit, you're able to come right back to it, because your vision is at the center of your of your goals and of your everyday existence. So even if you get off track a little bit, you're able to come right back. So that's part of like, I guess you can think of it like a art, the dartboard. Like you might not 100% get to what you want, but you're aiming towards it, and that's what's important. All right, so small, big, actionable items that lead to goals, that lead to your vision. These are the goals. So as a family, we love to engage in exercises every year. We do family vision boards together. My kids do their own, I do my own, my husband does his own, and we do family yearly vision boards. And that actually it's just fun. It's usually we do it in January, and this year I wanna, we stick pictures up there and sometimes words and things that encourage us that this is kind of what our yearly vision board will look like. So I have mine, and I looked at it the other day, and it's been since January. Now we're in December, so the year's almost over, and we've hit a lot of those things. And I was surprised. Like, one of the things on my vision board was the Grand Canyon. I didn't really think we would end up going there, and we did. And as you can see in our previous videos, we went to the Grand Canyon, we went to Zion National Park, and so that was on my vision board, and I'm so excited that we hit that. The COVID vaccine was on my vision board, things like that. So yeah, health and all that was on my vision board. And so these are all important things that it's exciting to see that once you have visions and you have vision boards and you've hit them. All right, let's see what else. So yeah, another thing we do is sometimes we make written goals, and we have like a cross-off sheet. Usually that's for something that's short-term or something that's more focused, more direct, and we have a cross-off sheet, and that is very, very empowering. That sometimes it's a budget goal or something like that. We just, every time we hit that goal, we cross it off. And I don't know if it's like a mental thing, but it's very exciting that, cross off, you've done this, you've achieved this goal, and it just, it helps to motivate us to go to the next and the next and the next. Another thing we do is we set up monthly Google calendars together. And so what that does is it helps us let us know that this month, this needs to get done for the kids, for us, appointments, things like that. Those are all part of your vision, right? To stay healthy and to stay focused on what it is that you're working towards. So another thing I can recommend is be very specific when you're setting up your goals. When you have a very large goal, set up small steps towards that large goal. And what that does is it allows you to kind of like almost reward yourself at each small goal. So that's what we do a lot, is sometimes when we have small goals and we know that the big goal is maybe unachievable at this point, or it's not even thinkable at this point, we write down the small goals, and every time we hit those goals, we reward ourselves, whether that's with going out, whether that's a trip, whether that's going out to a restaurant, whatever it is, or going out to the movies, we reward ourselves for those small goals. And that in itself gives you that positive feedback that, good job, you're on the right track, keep going. So you make sure that your small goals, when you have them concrete and written out, you do reward yourself. So write down based on your future vision. It's also important for us to have balance and flexibility. We want to, for us, like, we want to experience a little bit of everything. We're the kind of people that we don't want like perfection in everything. We just want a little bit of everything. We want to experience, we want to keep balance, and that's really, really important to us. So sometimes, there have been years where sometimes we've had like very laser focused goals that we kind of let other things out the window, whether that's even health sometimes, whether that's, sometimes it's quality time with each other. We've done that. We've done some crazy things where we've had some very laser focused goals where other things went out the window. But I would not stay in that state for a very long time. That kind of state is where burnout happens, where unfulfillment happens, and that's not what we're chasing. We are chasing fulfillment. We're not even chasing. We are hoping to embody fulfillment, right? So whatever state we're in, whether that's today, tomorrow, the day after, every state we're in, we're hoping to seek fulfillment. That's the goal. So we've had all or nothing type goals before, but I would recommend that if you're in that state of all or nothing, do reward yourself, because life is short. You never know when God wants to press the stop button on your life. So you never know. So I would not stay in a state of all or nothing. We personally like to have balanced goals, whether that's in spirituality, whether that's in education, whether that's in careers, family time, new experiences. We want to have a little bit of everything. And once we feel balanced in all of our goals, then we feel like we're moving towards the right vision all together with this balanced experience. So we we identify sometimes at the end of the year, usually in December, we try to identify, like, this year, this was some of our goals and we didn't hit it, and maybe what can we do better next year, or maybe we'll ramp it up and stick it in January and February, and that's where the goals that we missed for 2021, if there's anything we missed, we'll stick it in February, January, as okay, this is a little bit expired, but it's still on the list of or expiring soon. So we gotta get these few goals done in the beginning of 2022 before we move on to the next step. So that is a little bit of some tips on how we set goals, how we write them down, how we make sure we have vision boards. We have the vision just constantly encircled in our brains. Our vision boards are on our refrigerators. So it's something that we're always looking at as a family. And always when the vision's in front of you, or in constant presence of, you looking at your vision constantly, setting goals gets a lot easier, because then you set the goals, you reward yourself for the small goals that you do achieve, and that motivates you to take the next step onto your own ladder. Like I said, stay on your own ladder, stay in your own lane, and keep doing what you need to do. And you'll see that once you're focused on your story and on your life, then and nothing else matters, then you're able to achieve things a lot faster. So yeah, that's my key. I will talk about motivation. I do think motivation is a very, very important factor. Yes, it can be, you can, I guess, trick your brain a little bit to stay motivated, to stay persistent, consistent. But motivation is helpful in this process of formulas of success. So I will talk about that, and then I will talk about, in the future videos, I will talk about creating a vision, creating your vision, and achieving your reality, and what type of I have a wheel that we like to follow, and this is a wheel that is we've taken from Dave Ramsey, actually. So he is basically a financial guy, and we listen to a lot of his stuff, and we resonate with some of his things, some of his teachings. And so he has a wheel that he follows, that he's put out on Instagram and on his website, that talks about the different portions in your life and in your vision that you should be focusing on, and not just your career or not just your family, and then forget about everything else. You need to keep everything aligned, or not just your spirituality only, and then forgetting about other things in life. Because yes, we do live in this world, we live on Earth, planet Earth, and we do need a little bit of everything in our wheel of success, in our vision for the future. So I will share that in future videos with you, and what's in our wheel of success, and what's in our